In this episode of Linux News Log, FreeBSD adds support for Snow Leopard's Grand Central Dispatch, Acer launches a netbook that dual boots Android, and how to virtualize any OS for free. QuickSurf Internet Media presents Linux News Log, separating the Linux and open source signal from the noise. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Phoenix, Arizona, here in Studio BR2 at QuickSurf Internet Media. Linux News Log is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Do feel free to head on over to www.techpodcast.com. And if you like any of my shows, you'll certainly find other technology-related shows over there as well. Let's go ahead and get into the stories for episode number 187. Starting off at Ars Technica, they have a review of the Hulu release for Linux. The title of the article is Hands-On Hulu Desktop for Linux Beta, a Big Resource Hog. It starts off, Hulu Desktop was only available for Windows and Mac OS X when it launched in May. This week, the popular streaming video service has finally brought its experimental desktop player to the Linux platform. Installation packages are available for download from the Hulu Labs website. Now, the reviewer, Ryan Paul, tested this on Ubuntu 9.04. He noted that Flash for Linux already pretty much is terrible, so he didn't really have very high expectations and wasn't disappointed or even blown away for that matter. So basically, it's Hulu Desktop for Linux is built on Flash. The Flash platform for Linux has historically been terrible. Not terrible, but terrible. So, you know, the application is only going to be as good as the underlying platform it's running on. And in this case, it's not Linux that it's running on directly. It's Flash, which is not that great for Linux. So he noted some of the stuff. I'm not going to go through the full review. You'll have to go read it yourself if you want to get all the nitty little details. But basically, it's a resource hog in Linux. Let's talk about our sponsor for this episode, GoToAssist Express. If you provide technical support to clients, colleagues, friends, or family, have you found an easy, cost-effective way to help them without being there in person and without doing the last thing you want to do, which is waste time driving there to fix the problem in person? Well, the best way for me to provide technical support is to do it online with GoToAssist Express. I can help friends learn how to use new software. I can fix family computer problems without being there in person. GoToAssist Express lets me easily view and control any other computer online so I can quickly resolve technical issues. It doesn't matter whether you're in customer support, technical consulting, or management, or just a computer guru, GoToAssist Express will help you. It will help you increase revenue, reduce travel and support time, and service more clients. It's brought to you by Citrix. You know GoToAssist Express will be easy and secure. I want you to try GoToAssist Express free for 30 days. For this special offer, visit gotoassist.com/techpodcast. That's gotoassist.com/techpodcast. From Gizmodo, Android 2.0 first look, fresh face 6 speed. This is pretty neat. While Android 1.6 is still writhing around, it's in amniotic fluid. BGR had the nerve to publish shots of version 2.0 Eclair, which doesn't even have a formal due date yet. They look great. Sorry, 1.6, I'm already over you. So this is kind of interesting. There's some screenshots up. Personally, I'm not a huge Android fan. I realize there's a lot of people out there that are, which is why it gets coverage here on Linux News Log. But, you know, the screenshots look pretty nice. So definitely check that out for sure if you are an Android fan. From Electronista, they have an article entitled Acer launches netbook that dual boots Android. This is kind of interesting. Acer made a partial return to Linux for netbooks on Thursday by confirming a version of the Aspire 1 D250 with Android. The 10-inch netbook can use Google's OS to start up almost immediately and browse the web, check email, or perform other common tasks much faster than would be possible with Windows XP. It also gives access to many apps on Android Market that would be off limits to PCs. So this is kind of neat. Basically, the Acer netbook that you would normally see, it's $350. You can get it in multiple colors. You can, it's kind of neat how they made it to where you can either boot into Windows or you can boot into Android. I'm wondering how they got that to work, but pretty nice. So definitely take a look at that. This next story that I found very interesting. It's from Apple Insider. It's entitled FreeBSD adds support for Snow Leopard's Grand Central Dispatch. We reported previously that Apple was open sourcing Grand Central Dispatch, and now out-of-the-box support for Grand Central Dispatch is scheduled to appear with the release of FreeBSD 8.1. That's coming up fairly quickly. And this particular article has a really nice history of FreeBSD and Mac OS X. A really great looking chart. Definitely you need to take a look at it. It's pretty neat stuff. From Ars Technica, Linux Foundation aims to boost membership with new perks. The Linux Foundation is hoping to boost its membership by offering new perks to individual members. These perks include a lifetime email account at the linux.com domain and modest hardware discounts from some of the organization's partners. The Linux Foundation was formed in 2007 when the Open Source Development Labs merged with the Free Standards Group. The organization is responsible for maintaining the Linux Standard Base project and also employs Linux creator Linus Torvalds. The group has largely been funded by its corporate sponsors, which include many of the largest companies in the technology industry. Last year, the Linux Foundation launched an individual membership program inviting Linux enthusiasts to pay annual dues for various privileges. So they're looking to boost their membership. You get free lifetime account, hardware discounts, etc., etc. Pretty neat stuff if that's something you're interested in doing. On our how-to section, we are talking about a story I found on Gizmodo. It's entitled How to Virtualize Any OS for Free. And this is pretty cool stuff. It starts off syncing your Zoom in Mac OS X, running Word in Linux, giving Linux a go within Windows 7. Just a few things you can do with virtual machines. And setting one up isn't just easy, it's free. Basically, they run through a list of stuff that you'll need: free hard drive space, lots of memory, of course, VirtualBox from Sun. This is kind of, the center point. You'll need a guest operating system. Go through, install it. They have the whole walkthrough on how to do that. So definitely check that out for sure. And if anybody has done this, let me know. Linux@quicksurf.com. All right, that's pretty much it for this edition of Linux News Log. As always, I thank you for listening and or watching. For those of you who are listening, you can go to the website linux.quicksurf.com and download the video files. I do produce video and audio files in a variety of formats, so feel free to check those out. I don't have RSS feeds for everything just yet. It's been mostly an experiment, but now I've converted my entire production workflow over to doing video and audio, and I have it all mostly nailed down. So definitely, if you want to do the video, just subscribe to the main feed so that you'll get everything. And then for each episode, there are download links for each of the files, and it'll be mostly manual for the time being, but definitely, if you want the video formats, they are available. Visit us on the web at linux.quicksurf.com. I do host and produce a few other podcasts. You can check those out at podcasts.quicksurf.com. You can shoot me an email, linux@quicksurf.com, the voicemail hotline 602-466-3134. It's all up in the show notes, twitter.com/Adrian_bacon. Along with friend feed, blip.tv, my YouTube podcast channel, my YouTube vlog, etc., etc. Definitely check all that out. So thank you for listening and watching, and I will see all of you on the next episode. Thank you.